Welcome to the Live Wealthy Podcast with Dawn, where we are growing our wealth and our worth at the same time. You ready? Let's go. My name is Dawn. I'm a certified financial planner, the country's first behavioral financial advisor, and I run and own and operate a multi-million-dollar wealth advisory firm called WELLthy Financial Group, where we focus in on comprehensive wealth building for our clients, where we're managing their investable assets, we do their taxes, and their full comprehensive financial plan. And I have a signature framework, a proven process framework that I go through with my clients, and it's called Own It, Earn It, and Grow It. And it helps my clients align, build, and protect their wealth because we all want to, at the end of the day, spend it, save it, and share it. And in the last episode, I went through the first process, the first step in this process of Own It, Earn It, and Grow It. And Own It was where we are owning our core values in the alignment of our time and money, in alignment with our values, the things that are essential and matter most in our life. And we're also owning our number, our enoughness number, like how much money is enough to support all of our values and how we choose to live our life. And now I'm moving on to the second step in this process, which is called Earn It. We are earning our wealth. We are in Earn It. The second step is where we are generating our wealth, where we're learning how to maximize our income. We are learning about efficient spending and making really smart decisions with our money. So when I talk about Earn It and how to earn the right type of wealth, and I talk about maximizing our income as the first step in Earn It, is really about how do we maximize our income? It's about career advancement for some of us. It's about maybe having a side hustle for others of us. Or it's about, if you're a business owner, it's about learning how to, how to really get that growth, that revenue growth if you are a business owner and growing your business. And whether you're an employee, a high-level executive, or you're a small business owner, we all need to understand that we earn the maximum amount of income is when we are operating in our strengths. When we are spending at least 80% of our time operating in our top 5 strengths is where we are able to get the momentum of maximizing our income. So, what do you mean by that, operating in our strengths? Well, it's really about being able to make sure that, you're building your skills around those strengths. Whether you're a W-2 employee or a 1099 employee, it really doesn't matter. It's about making sure you're honing in and getting momentum around your top strengths. My top strengths are being positive. It's about winning people over. It's about maximizing. I teach people how to maximize their excellence. I'm an activator, which means I take action and get things done. And I'm futuristic. Like I can actually see people's futures and help them implement what's possible for them. So I make sure I'm spending all of my time as a small business owner operating at least 80% of my time in those strengths. Now, if we're going to maximize our income, some of you are not small business owners. Some of you are actually executives at companies. And so if you have W-2 income and you're wanting to earn it appropriately and generate more wealth from an income engine perspective, I look at what are your possibilities? How can you maximize your income? Well, for some of you, it might be what I would call industry hopping. Whether you are in an industry or not that actually is, paying you for what you're worth. Sometimes industries, certain sectors, just don't have the financial backing to pay you. So if you are in sales and and that industry that you're in is not producing the revenue, the income that you may need to go to a different industry. You may need to go, for example, let's say you're in hospitality sales and you're really good at doing hospitality, but it's not giving you the income you need. Well, maybe you need to reinvent those sales skills and go into a different industry, like pharmaceutical or network marketing or direct sales or even financial planning. Like there's ways that you can use your top 5 strengths and develop these skills around your strengths in different industries. So consider, if you're not getting paid what you're worth in your current role, is there a different industry? Maybe you're in retail and it's just not working out anymore because we live in an e-commerce world now. Like there's opportunities all over the place for you to get paid for what you're worth with your skills and your strengths and go to a different industry. That's one idea. Another idea, like I got into this past year, is real estate investing to make more income. I didn't need to make more income, but I wanted to be able to educate people on how they can make more money from an income perspective in real estate. So I went in and did my first fix and flip house where I bought a house that was undervalued, that like I always say, it smelled like pee. It was gross. Like literally, whoever lived in this house did not clean it. It literally smelled like pee. And the woman that I bought this house with, she's like, I smell money. I smell an opportunity for money. Well, I smell pee. She smelled money, income. And so we came together as a joint venture to be able to fix up this house and sell it for a profit. Like, how cool is that? That was a little side hustle that I did, again, not because I necessarily didn't need more income, but I wanted to be able to. Like, I'm always looking for ways to grow and invest and do all the thing that's right so I can either have it for myself or teach it. Okay. So if you're a W-2 employee and you want to learn how to generate more wealth through maximizing your income, there's side hustles that you could like real estate. There's career advancement in different industries. Let's say you're a business owner like myself. I own a small business. It's a multi-million-dollar wealth advisory firm, but I get paid 1099 income. And so I have to look at, if I want to grow and scale and understand the business growth to maximize my income. Well, as a business owner, I need to look at, what are my opportunities to grow? Is it more in marketing? Is there an opportunity for me to do different and more effective marketing to grow my investment firm? What about leadership? How can I be a more effective leader? Because a lot of times, if our businesses are stale and not growing, you got to look at the top. It always comes down to a leadership issue. So, like, are you a leader, but maybe need to upgrade your leadership skills so you can be a better leader and maybe get more out of your employees? Maybe it's your offer. Like, what are you offering to your clients or customers that maybe it needs to be tweaked a little bit? Okay. Are you really efficient? We always say it's sales, right? And at the end of the day, it is selling. We're all selling. I'm selling on the podcast, right? But if you're really doing sales right, it's not about selling, it's about servicing. How can you effectively communicate your service offerings better to your prospects? What if you have staff? Like, are you fully looking at your staff expenses? Like, my biggest expense in my investment firm is my line item of staff. Like, are we fully, looking at that staff expenses, and are we fully utilizing the talents within the firm, or is staff an expense to you? The staff should be investments to help you grow, but are they just an expense? And so what do you have to look at in your business for inefficient human beings that might be weighing your profitability down? And that's maybe a way for you to be able to earn more income. We don't want to fire, like, the last thing I want you to do is fire your staff, but is there a way that you can, maybe realign them or cut unnecessary expenses? So that's one way, as business owners, if you're a 1099 income earner, to look at, how do you maximize your income, right? That's the first step in earning it and generating more wealth, is maximizing your income. The second step in earn it, under earning our wealth, in this framework that I use with clients, is about efficient spending. Like, are we looking from a personal and business perspective on our expenses? Are we fully like we want to make sure that we're optimizing our income. And so we look at our expenses and do we have unnecessary expenses in our personal and business life that we could cut? And I'm telling you, it feels so good inside to cut unnecessary expenses in our life. It's one of the most freeing things you can do. So, on your personal side, when you're looking at your personal expenses, I have found that the best way to cut expenses that are providing you no value is looking at the following categories. I look at your subscriptions. We live in a world where people love to charge subscription. And is there a way for you to cut out some of your subscriptions that you're not getting value on, that you're not utilizing? I'm guessing the answer is yes. What about insurance? We all need insurance and we pay a lot of money for insurance. We pay like life insurance, disability, sometimes long-term care, homeowners, car insurance, insurance. We're paying insurance for everything, right? And I'm not telling you to not have insurance because we need insurance. But a lot of times we have the wrong insurance products and we're paying a premium that's too high. And if we just did some competitive analysis work, we would find that we could get the same benefit for less of a premium. So look at your insurance premiums and determine, are you in the wrong product or do you have the right product, but you need to cut the premium? And is there a better opportunity for you with a different company? Another area we're going to get into under the grow it section is the taxes. Like most of us are overpaying our tax bill, but I'm not going to get into that detail right now. Another expense you could cut is restructuring debt. Like we are in we're accustomed now to low interest rate environments of, you know, my mortgage is under 3%, but we're in the mid sixes, 6% interest rate. But you guys, I bought my first house at 8% interest. So it's not like we're in this super high interest rate environment. Okay. But is there still a way to restructure some of your higher interest rate debt into, incorporating that into your mortgage or a home equity loan or a second mortgage or whatever, to be really smart about restructuring the interest we're paying on our debt? If you're a business owner, how do you effectively cut spending? And so you have efficient spending. Again, business owners, your biggest expense, staff and taxes. Taxes we're going to get into next time. But is there a way that, like, you might not want to cut staff, but is there a way to restructure people? Restructure your staff and make them more productive, turn them into more generating revenue machines and compensate them appropriately for that. But is there a way for you to restructure staff? Like, I look at that in my business, like, gosh, is there a way for me to be able to restructure what people do and make my expenses in my business more productive? Okay. Because most of us in the United States live our lives with lower income, we live life with lower income, wasted expenses. We pay too much in taxes and we work too hard. Let me say that again. Most of us in the United States, we accept lower income. We accept too much waste. We pay too much in taxes and we work too hard. So if you take a look at your opportunities of how to grow your income a little bit more, how to minimize your taxes, how to minimize the waste, and be smarter about how you're working, you can get at this place where you're earning more money and generating more wealth. Okay. So when I talk and wrap up, earn it, this section of earning our wealth, this framework, this 3-part process that I go through with clients, is that if you really want to push your income, you will need to push your mindset. You will need to push your skills and your knowledge. You will need to push your network. If you want more income, if income was easy to make, we'd all be bajillionaires. You like my new word, bajillion? We would all be gazillionaires, billionaires. And it's difficult. It can be difficult to earn more income. But if you want more income, you need to push the limit on your mindset. Your mindset comes down to being self aware of yourself, self aware of others, and being able to control your emotions. It's your thought and emotions. You got to push your mindset. You have strengths, but you got to develop those strengths into skills and have better skills. You got to generate more knowledge in the industry you are in, and you need to grow your network. That's how you earn more income. That's how you are able to be more efficient with your spending and make really smart decisions around your money. Because more income means walking through the pain. There's pain in life. There's self discovery. There's more knowledge. It's learning. It's all of the things. And that's painful, but you need to take that pain and force yourself to get more efficient with all of these things that I'm talking about so you can have more gain in income. And so, my call to action for this episode is I want to encourage you to evaluate your income and evaluate any gaps that you might have, gaps of an opportunity to gain more income or opportunities to be more effective with your spending. Okay. If you haven't listened to Own It, go back to Own It and go through that process as well. But when you take Own It and Earn It and listen to Grow It, that's how you're able to have a positive, healthy relationship with your money, with your life. And that's how you're able to live wealthy.